Good morning from the National Weather Service in La Crosse. This is a severe weather briefing for Wednesday, September 3rd, 2014. The areas of concern for this possible severe weather outbreak are across north central Wisconsin and possibly into southeast Minnesota and western Wisconsin. The timing for both areas will be from 8 p.m. into the overnight areas. Large hail, damaging winds, and heavy rain will be the main threats, although across north central Wisconsin there will also be a brief tornado threat. A second chance for severe weather will occur on Thursday afternoon into the evening hours. This will mainly be across western Wisconsin, where damaging winds, large hail, and heavy rain will be the primary threats. Once again, that timing for the severe weather threat today is mainly from 8 p.m. into the overnight hours. The main hazards are damaging winds, large hail, and heavy rain, with a brief tornado possible across north central Wisconsin. Taking a look at the storm system that will be impacting the area, it is currently over the Pacific Northwest and will be moving rapidly to the east-northeast today. At the surface, by about early afternoon, we should see an area of low pressure developing in the lee of the Rockies across the northern high plains, and at the same time a warm front will be developing to our southwest. By early this evening, the area of low pressure will begin to move east, and this will cause the warm front to approach and start to move into the area. As this happens, we should see some thunderstorms start to develop north of that warm front across Minnesota and into Wisconsin. By 1 a.m. tonight, the area of low pressure will start to move northeast, and this will allow the warm front to lift across the area, with the showers and thunderstorms continuing. By 7 o'clock Thursday morning, the area of low pressure should be into parts of northern Minnesota, with the warm front lifting across the area, and this should give us a break in the storms as most of these lift off to the north and northeast of the area. However, by early Thursday afternoon, we will see that cold front start to lift or move through the area, and that will have the next round of storms developing with that front. And then by 7 a.m. Friday, the front will be well off to the east, and the storms will be coming to an end as high pressure builds in. There is a slight risk for severe storms today covering much of Minnesota and about the northwest one-third of Wisconsin. With that, there is a tornado threat with the highest probabilities currently across central Minnesota into northwest Wisconsin. However, if the warm front does not lift as quickly to the north as expected, this tornado threat could end up being maybe a little bit farther to the south. The highest probabilities for wind will be across a good share of Minnesota into northwest Wisconsin. This could extend maybe a little bit farther to the south-southeast as some of those storms do happen to start moving to the southeast down along the Mississippi River and into western Wisconsin through the overnight hours. And then there's also the chance for some large hail, with the greatest probabilities again over Minnesota into northwest Wisconsin. This is one model's depiction of what the storms may look like at about 10 p.m. tonight. They should develop over Minnesota earlier in the evening and then start to move to the east across northern Wisconsin. However, there is that chance that these storms could start to turn a little bit to the southeast and start to move down along the Mississippi River or across western Wisconsin. So there's still some uncertainty as to the exact outcome of where the storms will be moving. The heavy rain threat, as we look at today and tonight, there could be anywhere from 1 to 2 inches along and north of where that warm front develops. And then tomorrow, when the cold front comes through, the heaviest rain should be across Wisconsin, out ahead of that and along the front as the storms move through. So over the next few days, it looks like there's a potential for anywhere to 1 to 2 inches with some locally higher amounts, especially across the central and northern parts of Wisconsin. Taking a look locally at the rainfall amounts expected through Saturday, we see that parts of north central Wisconsin could be approaching up to 2 inches, with anywhere from around an inch over the rest of Wisconsin, with a half to about an inch west of the Mississippi River. The latest weather graphic we have out is depicting where that threat for severe storms will be tonight, and then also the possibility of some severe storms as we move off into Thursday with that cold front coming through. Once again, repeating here, the threat for the severe weather tonight is again from about 8 p.m. into the overnight hours. Highest probabilities or highest confidence is over north central Wisconsin, and then possibly could see some of that severe weather moving into southeast Minnesota and western Wisconsin. Again, right now, thinking the brief tornado threat will be limited just to north central Wisconsin. However, if that warm front does not get as far north, that could be a little bit farther to the south. Otherwise, large hail, damaging winds, and heavy rain are the main threats. And then looking into Thursday across western Wisconsin with the cold front in late afternoon and evening hours, damaging winds, large hail, and heavy rain. So with these severe storms, there could be some pretty good damage possible to trees, buildings, power lines, outages, power lines down would be possible. Again, mainly this evening into the overnight hours. And the storm spotters may be needed, especially across north central Wisconsin for tonight. Thank you for listening to our video briefing, and this was presented at about 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning, September 3rd.